Let's take a look at problem number 25. Multiplying radical expressions together. And really, there is no step-by-step here because each one of these could look different. This one has two radicals in the first parentheses, and it has two radicals in the second parentheses. But the next one could have one radical in the first parentheses and three in the next, so each one's different. What we do is we'll multiply each radical. Like I take a look at the first radical in my first set of parentheses. We'll multiply this radical times the first radical over here and times the second radical. And we'll take the second radical in our first parentheses and multiply it times the two radicals in the other parentheses. So I'm going to follow lines here. So we got 3 square root of x times square root of x. We got 3 square root of x times 8 square root of y. Then the red, we got square root of y times square root of x. And square root of y times 8 square root of y. Now, if the square roots are the same, like square root of x times square root of x, that just gives us x. Now, specifically, the answer doesn't say anything about what sign the variables are, so we assume everything's positive, and we don't need absolute value bars. 3 times 8 would give us 24, and square root of x times square root of y, you just put them under the same radical, so square root of xy. Square root of y times square root of x, again, you just put them underneath the same radical. I'll put them in alphabetical order. And our last one here, we got 8, and then square root of y times square root of y gives us y. Whenever the square roots are the same, they'll cancel each other out like that. Well, these two radicals in the middle are the same. They're both square root of xy. So I add or subtract the numbers that are out in front. Well, there is no number here, but it's an invisible 1. So 24 plus 1 gives us 25. Square root of xy plus 8y. Which matches A, it looks like. So our answer would be 25A. Let me go double check that.